The United States is a land of extremes. In the far south, the summers swelter in some of Earth's hottest, sunniest spots. In the frigid north, however, the weather couldn't be more different. Here, winter heralds record-breaking cold temperatures as Americans huddle inside by the stove. It's a battle just to stay warm. Think long coats, puffy jackets, and piping out coffee straight from the pot. And we're not just talking about Alaska. This vast frozen land far to the north might have a reputation for the cold, but only one Alaskan city makes the list. In fact, the Dakotas dominate the rankings, taking 6 out of the 10 top spots. Surprising, right? Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button to help us out. Now, here are 10 of the coldest cities in America. Number 10. Huron, South Dakota. First on our list is Huron, located in East South Dakota. This small northern city is home to only 14,000 people, experiencing a humid continental climate, meaning the hot, sultry months swing violently to the other extreme in winter. Temperatures average a low of 6.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or negative 14 degrees Celsius in January, the coldest month, with a record low of negative 43 Fahrenheit, or negative 42 degrees Celsius. That's so cold if you threw a cup of water, it'd freeze before it hit the ground. Even worse, the absence of trees and mountains results in blustering winds coming down from the Great White North itself, Canada. There's nothing to block its path. Snowfall here averages 44.4 inches per season, though the greatest snowfall on record occurred in 2001, when a colossal carpet of snow reached 89.6 inches. So batten down the hatches and put the kettle on. Huron is one frozen city, and we've only just started our list. Number 9. Marquette, Michigan. The 9th coldest city in the U.S. is Marquette, a major port on Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Found on the shore of Lake Superior, the city is buried in snowfall each winter, due mostly to the lake effect. This strange phenomenon is caused by the close proximity to Lake Superior, which rarely freezes completely, meaning the local snow persists throughout the winter as more and more snow is added to the pack. Little wonder that Marquette is the 3rd snowiest location in the continental United States. But before you rush for your skis, beware of the chilling temperatures. The minimum average temperature in Marquette is 5.2 degrees Fahrenheit. However, the coldest recorded temperature is still warmer than Huron, at negative 27 degrees. Nevertheless, winters in Marquette are long and hard. Average low temperatures only rise above freezing between May and October. But despite the cold and the snow, Marquette was listed as one of the 10 best places to retire in the United States in 2012 by CBS Money Watch, just as long as you keep the heating on. Number 8. Bismarck, North Dakota. Founded in 1872, Bismarck is named for the legendary 19th century German leader. As the capital of North Dakota, its small population of just 72,622 people is rapidly expanding. In 2020, Forbes ranked the city as the 7th fastest growing small city in the U.S. Yet like the rest of North Dakota, life in Bismarck gets very cold, very fast. Due to its northerly latitude, temperatures here remain cold year-round. But to make matters worse, freezing air masses sweep in from the Arctic, pushing the mercury further south. The result is brutally cold winters. Indeed, Bismarck is no exception. Record lows of negative 45 degrees Fahrenheit were recorded not only in January but February too. Moreover, average lows hover between 19.1 to 2.4 degrees Fahrenheit between November and February. Yet this pint-sized state capital sees little snow. Instead, the harsh winds scourging the flat prairies are the only memorable winter feature of this remote Midwestern outpost. In short, Bismarck is not for the faint-hearted. Number 7. St. Cloud, Minnesota. St. Cloud may have the quaintest name on the list, but don't be fooled. Located along the shores of the northern Mississippi River, the region experiences the standard humid continental climate of hot summers and even colder winters. Here, the mercury drops to a chilly minimum low of 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit, with a record low temperature of negative 43 degrees Fahrenheit measured at the nearby St. Cloud Regional Airport. In this bizarre land of extremes, the summer months see thermometers rocketing upwards. The hottest temperature ever recorded here is 107 degrees Fahrenheit on one day in July. Nevertheless, frost can occur in St. Cloud, even in summer. The lowest recorded temperature in June is 32 degrees, or the freezing point of water. In comparison, May's chilliest day clocked in at a bone-tingling 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Snowfall is also a significant problem. Expect an average of 8.5 snowy days in January, with 47.9 inches of snow across the season. So make sure you pack a pair of snow boots if you're planning a winter visit. Number 6. Aberdeen, South Dakota. Located in Brown Country, Aberdeen is the coldest city in all of South Dakota. Named after the northerly Scottish town, Aberdeen, South Dakota is actually much further south than its namesake. Yet it's far, far colder, reaching temperatures as low as -46 degrees Fahrenheit. On average, however, temperatures normally reach lows of 1.9 degrees in January. Though summer temperatures can soar, with an all-time record of 115 degrees Fahrenheit measured in July 1936. The coldest temperature in recent records was on January 15, 2009, when the mercury dropped to -42 degrees Fahrenheit. Like Huron, these bitter winters are largely caused by the flat, exposed prairie landscape. Here, nothing can hide from the barrage of frigid winds sweeping down from the Hudson Bay, Nunavut, and beyond. The reverse is also true, though. Erratic summer heat waves occur due to warm, moist air being pumped up from Texas and the Gulf of Mexico. Aberdeen, South Dakota cannot catch a break. We're now halfway through our video. If you're still with us, comment the snow emoji below. Number 5. Duluth, Minnesota. The port city of Duluth is found at the furthest tip of Lake Superior and the westernmost point of the Great Lakes, where the St. Louis River drains. Duluth is a strange place, located almost central in the North American landmass. Yet it is the largest and busiest port on the Great Lakes, and the world's farthest inland port accessible to ocean-going ships. These quirks of geography give Duluth its unique but harsh climate. Summers here are mild because of the summertime cooling effect of Lake Superior. But when the seasons turn, so does the weather. Minimum temperatures here average 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit, dropping to extreme lows of -39 degrees. It also receives the same bitter winds, which frequently bring winter storms that batter the city. Like Marquette to the east, Duluth routinely gets buried in snow. The same lake effect can bring 1 foot or more of snow to the city in a single event, with the average annual snowfall roughly 81.5 inches. That's a lot of snow. Number 4. Fargo, North Dakota. These days, Fargo is better known for the Academy Award-winning 1996 film or the TV series that followed. Picture scenes of frost and snow and thick furry hats. Yet the actual city of Fargo is only seen once during the film's brief opening scene. Nevertheless, the film captured the aesthetic of this North Dakotan city. Think snow, snow, and even more snow. Indeed, the blizzard, cold, and floods secured the city the title of America's toughest weather city in a 2011 poll by the Weather Channel. It's not hard to see why. Thermometers in Fargo reach a minimum average temperature of 0.1 degrees Fahrenheit, while the coldest temperature on record dates back to January 8, 1887, when a frigid -48 degrees Fahrenheit was measured, and that was back when heating meant little more than a few logs on the fire. Even worse, the city of 126,000 sees an annual average of 43 days, with a minimum of 0 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. So there's no forgetting your big puffy parka or furry hat. Not if you don't want to freeze. Number 3. Williston, North Dakota. Williston, a small town in the northwest of North Dakota, is undergoing a population boom. From nearly 15,000 residents in 2010, the population has almost doubled to just under 30,000, all thanks to the burgeoning North Dakota oil industry. But new residents should beware of what they wish for, as Williston is the second coldest city in the entire continental United States. How cold? Well, minimum average temperatures are similar to Fargo, at around 0.1 degrees Fahrenheit. However, things can get much colder. Much, much colder. On December 23, 1983, Williston locals experienced temperatures as low as -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Indeed, freezing temperatures are the norm here from September through May. For farmers, that means the growing season is just 121 days long. If you don't fancy going out in the winter, you may not even have a choice. Snowfall averages 48.2 inches per season, with extremes of 107.2 inches from 2010 to 2011. So it's not uncommon to find yourself snowed in. But at least the money's good, right? Number 2. Grand Forks, North Dakota. Grand Forks, the third largest city in North Dakota, has a simple motto: a place of excellence. It's a belief they take so seriously, they even apply it to the weather. Indeed, Grand Forks is the coldest city in the entire continental U.S., from sea to shining sea. The minimum average temperature here is -3.1 degrees Fahrenheit, though it never gets quite as cold as Williston, with the lowest recorded temperature being a frosty -43 degrees. Still, this is not somewhere you want to find yourself stranded on a cold winter's night. Named for its location at the fork of the Red River and Red Lake River, the city grew as an important trading point for French fur trappers. It wasn't until the late 19th century that the name was changed to English. Since then, the town has become home to almost 60,000 people. However, the flat Red River Valley means it's windy all year round. so you better hope there are still a few antique furs hidden somewhere close. You're nearly at the end of our video. We're on a mission to explore all of Earth's amazing destinations. Make sure you're subscribed, that way you'll always be notified of our latest videos. Number 1. Fairbanks, Alaska. Of the 149 incorporated cities in Alaska, only 3 have a population above 10,000. Juneau, the state capital, and Anchorage. The largest state city are located by the warming waters of the Pacific coast. Here, the oceanic climate alleviates the worst of the winter weather. Fairbanks is the exception. Located near the center of the Titanic state, Fairbanks has a population of 32,515 people as of 2020, making it the largest and coldest city in Alaska's interior region. In fact, being just 196 miles south of the Arctic Circle, temperatures here get so cold it's hard to even believe. Where average minimum lows reach -9 and 26.2 degrees Fahrenheit for Anchorage and Juneau, respectively, Fairbanks sees average minimums of -43 degrees Fahrenheit, similar to the record lowest temperature for many of the entries of this list. Even crazier, the lowest ever recorded temperature was -66 degrees Fahrenheit in January 1934. Meanwhile, the average yearly snowfall is 64.6 inches, with the bulk of snow falling between November and February. There's one upside, however. The otherworldly northern lights, or aurora borealis, is visible for roughly 200 days per year. So when the winter is at its harshest, beauty is always overhead. Hey, thanks for watching. Want to suggest a video or have something to say? Let us know in the comments section below. Check out our cities playlist for more videos like this one.